Hey everybody, it's Tuesday and it's 2 o'clock, so that means it's time for Top 5 Tuesday. To kick it off, you might be noticing my cool spiffy Daytona 1 shirt here, and that's kind of a preview for what we are doing for our giveaway, our live giveaway today. Is I have a Daytona 1, I don't even know what this is made out of, but it's like super silky and soft. I don't know. It's and it's like that breathable material, and it's embroidered, so it's not even just screen print. It's embroidered on here, and I have it in an extra large. So it is what it is, and that's what we're going to be giving away today. So while people are jumping on, I've got a few people on here saying hey. It's nice to see you all. Thank you for joining, and I hope we have a kind of a fun episode of Top 5 Tuesday this week. So I wanted to kick it off and see it, since I'm showing off the Daytona 1 shirt. In case you missed our video last week, I had a chance to meet with Buck Parker, who is the owner of Daytona 1, and we talked about his Go Fast kit. So I have it right here. And see, this is as close as I can get to serving you information on a silver platter. It's right here. All right. Well, except I forgot one item, and boy, this is heavy. But to tell you a little bit about what's in a kit like this, or this kit, it's actually called the Go Fast kit. And the Go Fast kit includes, and you know what, I might just move the camera down or something. There we go. All right, we're going to do a little desktop deal here. So we've got gear lube, because you need gear lube. Now, you can choose whether you want 30-60 or 75-90. I'm going to tell you, go with a 30-60. It's the better choice. But we do offer that because some people are just like 30-60 is just, that's just too lightweight and I'm scared of it. It also comes with your dirt track or your power steering fluid right here. The dirt track transmission fluid right here. It comes with our Daytona 1 XL1 engine treatment. So if you've seen any of our things about engine treatment, I've been talking about it for the last couple weeks. Not only is this great for your race car, it's also great to use in your towing vehicle to save gas mileage, and this will make your race car go faster. It also comes with the spray lube, which is great for your rod ends, you know, if you have rod ends that need to be greased. And it's also great to use in the shop for fabrication. The one item I forgot to grab was the wax. And the wax, it smells really good. It smells like coconuts or like you're going to Hawaii or something. But there we are. You can go fast on a silver platter. Actually, the platter doesn't come with it. That came from my pantry. But anyway, so the Go Fast kit, it runs $175.11. And if you are already subscribed to my email list, I will be doing an email this afternoon when this video is done. And I will be offering a $15 coupon code to anyone who joins our email list. And in fact, so you can get a little jump start on it, I will put a little link right here into the comments. So if you want to join the email list like right now, you totally can. So that way you can get $15 off of that kit instead of $175.11. I guess you'd pay $160.11. So that's kind of a good deal there. And so that's the Go Fast kit. So if you didn't catch that video, when this video is done, I'll have links to everything I talk about. So it just makes it easy for you to take a look. And if you didn't already know the deal, I think a lot of you guys already know the deal. Is that all you have to do is make a comment, just say hi, leave an emoticon, whichever. And at the end of this video, I will use random number generator to pop out a number, and however many comments we have, then that number that I pick gets to win our Daytona 1 t-shirt. It's more than a t-shirt though, because it's more like you know, it's that dry fit kind of thing with the here we go. It's embroidered. It's an extra large, so it is what it is. That's what I've got, is our extra large Daytona 1 shirt. Next up, and in case you saw the description, I said Go Fast, Go Pro. So let's talk about GoPros for a minute, because this is brand new news that you guys may not have known about. Is that GoPro has just put out a GoPro that's $199. So that's the $199 version. And, you know, spoiler alert, I'm just going to talk about the mounts today. But here is the $399 version. Do you see a difference? Yeah, because there's the only difference between these two, other than the logo right here, that this one's in color. The difference between these two GoPros is that this one will shoot in 4K resolution, which is, think about like the size of a poster. like 4,000 pixels. And this one's going to shoot in 1080, which 1080 is the same as any of my cameras. Like my regular DSLR, actually, there's my camera right back there, one of them. So is there a difference? Not really. And I just love how they've made this so much more affordable for you. Because, you know, it's kind of hard to say, you know, I'm going to put a $400 camera on a race car and take a chance. This way, I mean, saving $200, you know, not that you're going to want to break a GoPro, but it's a lot easier to make that, kind of make that leap. And I don't even sell GoPros, you guys, but I will put a link so you can take you right over to pick one up. But these are our GoPro mounts, and these are from Joe's. This is a solid, like, I don't know what aluminum it is. I'm guessing it's probably the 6061 T6 aluminum, hardcore. And then how you actually adjust these, it's not just the simple little screw thingies like you have with a GoPro. You have to get out your Allen wrench in order to get these to adjust. Oh, I guess that was the wrong one. Anyway, you do it. It must have been Allen wrenching something else. I can't even remember what it was. But now you can have this whole setup. So the GoPro mount system, this runs $146.95. I do sell that. That is in the store. And then you add the $200 GoPro, and you're all set up to be able to video your racing adventures. And I think that's great. Of course, it's great for marketing, but also just think about your legacy. I mean, I know that I certainly would love to see some in-car footage from when my dad raced. I really wish that I, you know, could see that. And obviously that wasn't even available back in the day. So take advantage of that. And let's see. Oh, this is my public service announcement for the day. What I did spend, well, not really my morning because it started at noon. But if you have any intention of going to PRI, the PRI trade show this year, which is December, I think it's the 6th through the 8th. That's off the top of my head. But the hotel reservations just opened up today. And again, at the end of this, I'll put a link to everything. So if you wanted to go over to PRI and make your hotel reservations, even if you think you might be going, go ahead and make your hotel reservations because you've got until October to cancel them. They don't charge your card today or anything. And I don't work for PRI. It's just I finally had my first victory, my first PRI victory ever. I've been making hotel reservations, oh gosh, since 24, I guess it's about 4th or 5th time. And I never get the one I want on the first try. Usually I'm calling every week in August. I mean, I think they probably hate me after a while, like, oh my God, not her again. But it is what it is. I want to be close to the convention center. I did get the hotel that I want, and I'm so super stoked. I was like relentless, like pushing the button to try to refresh the screen, and I was probably one of the very first ones to book my hotel today. So I know a lot of the manufacturers actually watch my show here too. So just a general reminder that this is the day that you're going to want to make your PRI hotel reservations. So with that being said, let me just scan my list here. I think we're good to go. And now we can jump in to Top 5 Tuesday. All right, so in the number 5 spot this week is revisiting the Top 5 Tuesday list, and not a stranger, is our 602 sets of matched valve springs. And what we do is these are genuine GM valve springs, so they're not like cheater springs or anything. They're going to be legal no matter where you race. They are genuine GM valve springs, but what we do is we go through each and every one of them and rate them and find out what pressure they're at. We do it on a bench tester. Actually, it's the one thing that actually I do, so if you trust my judgment, because I use the cool Longacre bench tester with the digital readout, because if you guys know anything, if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I absolutely love tools, you know, like back to my GoPro mount. But I love tools. Love my bench tester. And so anyway, we go through hundreds of springs at a time to find out the ones with the best pressures. The ones that don't make the cut, they're not going to make it into a box going out the door. So we match those up, and you'll have a set for intake and a set for exhaust. And so those matched 602 valve springs, they run $99.75 a set. Now that brings us to the number 4 spot. Also not a stranger to Top 5 Tuesday, and that is our 4-blade race fan. And look at that. See, isn't that, I can't help it. I mean, I love this stuff. I love these. They are, you know, I've got this solid, nice aluminum hub, and we've got these composite blades. The cool part about this, you can see the bolts here along the hub that if you haven't seen these before, what's so great is they're versatile, because you could take off a blade, you can make it into a 3-blade, you could take 2 blades off and make it into a 2-blade. So you've got some good versatility there. So on hotter days, you can compensate, and if it is a little bit cooler, you know that a fan is really, you need it, but it is definitely a big draw on horsepower. So anytime we can reduce the weight or reduce the number of blades and get that sweet spot, you know, you're going to get better performance that way. So it is a 19-inch fan, composite blades, and the 4-blade version runs $265. So now that we're about halfway through, I guess we got 3 more to go. Just a reminder, if you haven't already and you're joining us for our live giveaway at the end, what we're giving away is our Daytona one. And one of these days, I'm going to realize that this is not a mirror. So it's just try to talk to a camera and figure out which way to go. But this is our Daytona one, extra large, like dry fit shirt that I can't think of what we all think of as the like dry fit style. I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me. Oh, thank you for the compliments. I appreciate that. All right, so let's move on to number 3. In the number 3 spot, my goodness, this product just ruled in January as far as like the top product for weeks on end, and that is Day Lube. And Day Lube is fantastic for like greasing your wheel bearings and so many other things, anywhere you need grease. It's a nano-ceramic technology, so it has these tiny little ceramic balls of all things, and it just goes through, and it's a great lubricant. So we have it in syringes, so like a 1-ounce syringe, so you can do precision greasing. And I've done a video with that where me doing like greasing wheel bearings. Yeah, there's so many things I'm not good at. That's one of them. Or you can get like this right here, the tube, which you can put into a grease gun, and we also have it in jars as well. Now, a little side note, I actually have several customers. I know that not everybody, racing isn't necessarily the only thing that you do. I have customers who use this for gun slides because it's a great lubricant for gun slides. I also have customers in the food service industry that use this on machinery. There is an industrial version of this. It's pretty much the same product with different labels. I mean, let's be honest, it is what it is, but also used in factories for assembly. So if you think this might be something that may work in your, outside of your racing, and you want me to connect you with Jason from Day Lube, I can certainly do that. We can find out if that's the right thing for your application. Just let me know. You can always send me a PM on a private message on Facebook, and just see what we can do. But it is a wonderful product, and I've had nothing but great feedback about it. So the syringes, the 1-ounce syringes, run $16.99. Or the tube or the jar, those are, what are they, 16 ounces, I think. They run $45.79. And so that's Day Lube in the number 3 spot. In the number 2 spot this week is our Schaefer oil once again. So Schaefer, I mean, it's a wonderful oil. It works great. We also love to use this with our engine treatment. They're a great match together. You'll see we've got our oil change kits in the store that have 7 quarts of Schaefer's and an engine treatment. And then, that brings up a great question. It's one that I hear every once in a while. I'll answer it, and then I don't really say anything, and then it'll come up again. But yes, I'm fully aware that the GM manual calls for 8 quarts of oil. So people ask all the time, why is there only 7 quarts of oil in my oil change kits? And the reason why is that 8th quart of oil, you really only need 7. And that's not just from one source, and it's certainly not from me. It's from talking to several engine builders. And the fact that you can get engine builders to all agree on something is shocking. Am I right? So anytime you can get engine builders to agree, just roll with that. So 7 quarts, that 8th quart of oil, not only is it extra expense, but, and we're not looking at that when we're looking at performance. I mean, you know that. But that extra quart of oil just creates extra drag on the crank. And anytime we've got drag, we're going to slow down performance. So that's why we're using 7 quarts of oil in our 602s and 604s. But that Schaefer, these come 12 to a case, and that case runs $104.49. So now that brings us to the top spot. And if you've been watching Top 5 Tuesday for a while, you might know what's coming, or you might be kind of scared that it dropped off. Well, guess what? It didn't drop off. People were calling me like, oh my gosh, that flat air filter base cannot be in number 2. I mean, we sold more air filter bases. Obviously a wonderful product, nothing but positive feedback. Love the construction. This is our Crate Insider flat air filter base. Very proud of this product. And we've got this aluminum construction, so it's not going to crack, like you're going to have with some plastics that are out there. We sell it with this seal, so we sell it as a kit, and that way you can just go ahead and pop this onto your carburetor. Now, I will tell you that we purposely do not seal these on here, just because, in case you want to use a different height of seal, you certainly can do that. But when you get this, you're going to want to silicone those together so that it's really a solid unit there. So that is our Crate Insider flat air filter base, and that runs $99.50. So I'm going to bring up that is Top 5 Tuesday. There we go. We've got the top 5. We've gone fast, we've gone pro, and we've got Top 5 Tuesday. So let me grab a random number generator here. Sometimes I remember to bring it up in a screen, but today's not one of those days. So let's see. We've got a bunch of comments over here. There we go. Oh my goodness, lots of comments here. That's great. And I'm just kind of checking some of them out here and see if there are any questions that I can answer. And there we go. So back over here. And our number is 26. So the second to last comment is Daryl Hagen. So Daryl, I'm assuming it's Daryl Hagen rather than Hagen Daryl, but either way, Daryl or Hagen, please just send me a private message with your address, and you have just won our Daytona 1 shirt for this week. So I thank each and every single one of you for watching. Be sure to join our email list if you haven't, and like I mentioned, I will have links to all the products that I talked about today. I'll have those in the comments as soon as this video goes publishes to Facebook. I'll get all those in the comments. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you next Tuesday at 2:00 p.m. Eastern.